Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Leonardo's 7 months update. These months passed by so fast and furious because it's been busy. It's been so busy because of holidays and because we traveled and because we were sick twice in the last month. So yeah, I blinked and I'm filming another update, and this guy is already 7 months old and he's so big and so squishy and I love it so much. So, if you're new here, welcome first of all. My name is Karyna and this is my baby Leonardo, who is obviously 7 months old. I also have a daughter whose name is Michaela and she's 3 years old, and here on my channel I share my experience, ideas, tips and tricks to try and make motherhood and fatherhood a bit easier on you. So if this sounds like something you could get the value of, consider subscribing, hit the bell icon. I post every single Thursday and sometimes I do a bonus video here and there. Make sure to don't miss out on my new content going live. And now we are gonna talk about this baby, his development, his little milestones and everything that happened to you in the past months, and a little bit about mama and me postpartum in the end. So last time in the previous update I told you that I actually think he is no longer teasing and we had no tease, and what do you think? In about 2 days after I filmed that video, he got his first tease. Yes, I was feeding him and I noticed something white in there, and he actually got like 2 of them growing almost in the same time, and now both of his teeth are really big. I don't know if he wanna show you right now. Oh my god! And last night he was so restless, he was certainly in pain. I had some kind of sample for like teething pain that we gave him, and then my husband rocked him and he was able to sleep normally, as usual, and he didn't seem to be in pain anymore. But I'm guessing, again just a guess, that probably he's teething again. With Michaela, she started getting her teeth at like 8 months old, and then they start coming one after the other and there was no rest in between pretty much. So maybe that's what's happening with him. But besides that, he's still not sitting up on his own. I can sit him up like for a picture, let's say, and he can hold himself a little better literally in the last few days, but he's not sitting up on his own. Again, gonna be comparing him to my first as always. Michaela started to sit up like right after her 7th month birthday, so that's what we're waiting for very much, because this guy is so heavy. As you know, if you've been around, he's a very big baby, so it would be really nice if he would be able to sit up, and we won't have to carry him in like the portable car seat. We could just take him out, put him in a cart in a store, or like in a stroller in a better position. So yeah, that would be very helpful. And other than that, he became much more mobile. He is doing what Michaela started doing at like 5.5 months old. I told you about that. He is like rolling over to find his way to the sink. So yeah, he is not crawling obviously, but he is trying that. Sometimes he is getting on all fours, and he is army crawling but backwards. So other than that, yes, he is able to do like 360 turn, and then he's just rolling from one spot to the other. But that's just because I think he is much more like a chill baby. Michaela was much more on the go, and she still is. So yeah, big news as it is. Other than that, something that is big is the transition from 3 to 2 naps. He has finally transitioned. That happened in the last week. He was really like thrown off because of that. He was not very happy, plus teasing. So seems like he is finding his groove with the naps. As you know, we don't really have any kind of strict schedule or anything like that, but looks like now it's 2 naps, and sometimes they can be 40 minutes, sometimes they can be up to 2-hour naps. So yeah, today for example, he slept like a 1.5-hour nap plus 1-hour nap that he just woke up from, and then he's gonna go for the night at like about 7:30 or so. In general, overall, he changed a lot in the past couple of weeks. He needs more attention. He needs more like quality attention. He wants more like engaging with us. He is not very interested in his old toys, and yes, he can play on his own still, like especially because Michaela is around and he loves to watch her. He can spend some time on the floor on his own, but then there are times when I have to put him in a high chair and give him his snack so that he can be calm. So things like that is changing, like the dynamic of entertaining him definitely changing. We are trying to find our groove with that because we're transitioning out of so many things. We just sold our beautiful, my favorite swing bouncers that we had from Graco for Michaela and him. I have a whole video, a review about it, and I loved it, like especially with him. He spent so much time in it, but he really just grew out of it and he didn't really want to stay in there anymore too. So now instead of a swing, another like a place where we can keep him content is a high chair now. But the problem is he's not really sitting up on his own just yet, so sitting him up is not the best idea right now. Even now I'm holding him like this, so his knees are higher than his butt, so there is no pressure on his butt. I have a little teaser, which is actually his favorite, and I filmed video about what he eats in a day. I posted it the previous week, so you can see there that he loves his teasers, and sometimes he's literally like shaking and so excited when he sees them. In that video you can see what he has been eating and how his feeding schedule, like solids, look like more or less, but literally in the last week things start to change since I filmed that video. Now he is definitely transitioning to like 3 full meals a day plus a couple of snacks like this, or like a toast, or we bought puffs, but he's not into puffs yet. Like he likes to play with them. But yeah, the other thing I wanted to update you on from that video, yogurt. We were trying yogurt and it seemed to me that it worsened his eczema. If you've been around for a while, you know that he started having eczema since like 2 months old, and then we like cure it, but then he always has like a spot here or there, and then that spot got like really dry after 2 days of yogurt. So I just eliminated it completely, although I do give him a little bit of butter in his oatmeal, which is, you know, dairy still, and I don't think that affects it as much. So I was like googling and reading a little bit about it, like the fact that some things like eggs, for example, too, I think eggs also influence his eczema a little. Those are the healthy things that your child should be eating, right? So you can't like really eliminate them completely. So I'm gonna talk to my doctor about it. But if your child has eczema or used to have, what did you do if there are some like healthy foods that made it a little worse? Did you just keep giving it to him or her, or did you just stop? So I'm just trying to find a perfect balance, because for example, with apricots and mangoes, again, it's not like the change in his eczema is drastic. No, it's not like that bad, but it seems to me that he has a reaction to like apricots and mangoes, and I don't give it to him, and that's fine, right? There are plenty of other fruit, but yogurt and eggs, for example, are really important. So I'm trying to see how to do with those products. But he's a great eater so far, knock on the wood. He likes many things, he's eating great portions, and he loves his snacks, obviously. Those teasers are just his favorite. Yes? Besides solids, he's obviously still breastfeeding, and he's not breastfeeding very often. At night, he still is co-sleeping with us, and some nights he wakes up like very often, some nights he sleeps longer stretches. he breastfeeds at night a lot, and I'm not sure how many times exactly, but during the day, especially now that he transitioned to 2 naps, so I can tell you more or less how many times he nurses, and that would be about 3 times a day, really, maximum 4. So I barely feel it. Mostly it's for his naps. I don't really ever breastfed him like after naps, and I remember that was a thing with Michaela, or like after solids. Seriously feel like I'm not feeding him as much as I used to feed Michaela, and I really feel how our nursing sessions are going down little by little, which is exciting. Yes, maybe I'm not as sentimental about it this time. I don't know why, but I'm like ready whenever he's ready, and if it's gonna be earlier than I went Michaela, that would be great. So yeah, he's definitely not that much into nursing as Michaela used to be. So that's where we are with breastfeeding right now. He had a lot of firsts in the past months. He had his first flight, actually 2 flights, and he did great. He did amazing. Like, he's like a dream. He basically slept through the whole flight, even though Michaela had like a huge tantrum next to him, like the worst tantrum of her life actually. He slept through it all, and then in the airport he was just fine. He was just perfect, and still he amazes me how even at 7 months old he can just fall asleep in the car seat and sleep for like 2 hours while we're like out and about somewhere. During the trip he did amazing. Yeah, like can't complain at all. Like, especially after having like a harder baby, I just notice those things, and I'm so grateful every time he sleeps well. Yes, he doesn't sleep well at night, and I don't know when he's gonna be sleeping through the night or what, or when he's gonna be able to sleep without me or not in our bed. But during the day, he's just perfect. You're so perfect. We're actually transitioning him out of bassinet, which is long overdue because he just grew out of it. He barely ever stays there now, but still sometimes I put him there, and then yeah, in the future I need to be using crib more often. So that's what's happening. We're getting Michaela like a toddler bed, which is actually the same size as her crib, but we just need her crib for Leonardo. So that's gonna be a transition. Yeah, like he doesn't fit on his changing table anymore, and he loves to talk. Like, he has so many like sounds in his vocabulary. He did not say any clear like other words than what I told you last time. He keeps saying mama a lot. Sometimes he say papa for daddy, but then there are plenty of other like sounds that he makes, and usually he's quiet, but then especially if you got something interesting in his hand, like we give him some new toy, or usually it's not even a toy, it's something that he can you know, like safely play with, but it's not a toy, and he's so excited and he starts like bragging about it. That's amazing to watch. And then he also went into a pool first time, and he loved it. You ready? He loved the pool. Yes, you've been to Florida? Yes, you had your first dip in the pool? Loved it. And also, we're still suffering from leaking diapers at night. I don't know how to fix it. We bought different kind of diapers, and maybe I told you before, he is using size 6 diapers already, and the biggest ones are from Kirkland. We bought other brands and they seem to be smaller than Kirkland brand size 6. It's like about him being like wide in his hips, let's say. So it still fits well. We're gonna be looking for size 7 eventually where to buy it, because for example Costco doesn't have it, but it always leaks through the side, and he's always wet at night. And I tried different things and try to make sure that he maybe sleeps on his, you know, back or his tummy instead of his side more, because that's what happens. He sleeps on his side and it's leaking, especially now that he drinks a lot of water because he's eating solids. So yeah, I don't know how to fix it, and it's really annoying. As like I told you before with Mikaela, we never dealt with it. I really think it has to do with him being a boy, so really his diaper is always wet on top and the sides are just... Let me know, have you had any problem with leaking diapers with boys? How did you fix it? Is there any particular brand of diapers that is designed for boys or anything like that? I googled and I couldn't find anything, so let me know if you have any information on that, because that's very annoying. But other than that, I think we just need to talk a little bit about mama. 7 months postpartum feels like a long time. It feels like I should be like fully recovered or something. That's just in my head. But like 6 months, half a year felt like a big mark, and I've been feeling good, but then we got sick twice, and then it was so busy with holidays and travel and everything, and now it's New Year and everybody's like starting over and doing resolutions, and for me I'm just getting better from my last sickness, and my house is a mess. I still haven't done all the laundry from like traveling, and I have so much to catch up on. I need to declutter a lot of stuff, so honestly it feels like I'm behind on everything. I'm behind on my exercise totally. Feels like I'm behind. I should have been more advanced, like with my, I don't know, you know, my body and my exercise, and just the way I'm feeling and how I'm sleeping, but I'm still sleeping bad, and haven't lost any more weight, and still letting myself eat whatever I want to eat. So I'm hoping to get to a place when I'm feeling good and hopefully getting okay sleep so that I can exercise and start getting my house back together. So that's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling a little behind, feeling like I need to do better, like I want to do better, like I need that. I need some consistent exercise, better eating habits, and better sleep, which is, I don't know when that's gonna happen, because I'm not planning to sleep train him, but he is not like doing any big stretches at night, and not falling asleep in any other way but nursing, probably rocking too, but I'm not gonna wake up and rock him all night. So that's where we're at right now. But I'm hoping I'm gonna feel better, and that's all. Just reminding myself that I'm doing my best. With Mikaela, I only had 1 child, and also we were not in the stress of pandemic back then. Now I have 2, and just it's a lot more. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. It's a new year, it's a fresh start. That's what I want. I gave myself 6 months, and after having a baby, to like don't push hard on myself, and now I feel like I want to push a little harder. I want to improve in many things, and let's see how that goes, because with babies it's all unpredictable. I think that's all we wanted to tell you today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them for me down below. Subscribe to our channel, give this video a like, and we'll see you next week. We want to wish you happy and healthy babies, right?